Good evening again, Great Debate League. My name is Ebony Johnson, one of the GDL commissioners and moderators for this Thursday's debate on gender oppression versus racial oppression. It will be against, as we did our pre-interview with Famileo Equindeo, we are now interviewing Cameron Montgomery for this Thursday's debate, this Thursday, March the 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How you doing, Cameron?
I'm doing pretty great. How about yourself?
All right. Good to see you. Glad that you're back debating with us again. This is also your first ranked debate with us, and so it's a bit of a different format. How is your prep coming?
I was going pretty well. I enjoy the topic. I think it's going to be actually interesting just because, we understand that women do face, a certain level of oppression compared to men. But then we also understand that racially, there's another level of oppression that individuals face. And so finding a way not to disrespect or to kind of undermine or underscore someone else's plight or what they go through, that's been a beautiful task to kind of try to understand.
Yeah. Were you able to hear Familiao's pre-debate interview?
Not yet.
Were you okay?
To hearing it.
Okay, well, we'll give you an opportunity to say some things as well. But as I put up on the screen for our audience, the premise that they are debating, the debate is about this Thursday, is gender oppression is more of a significant challenge than racial oppression in the United States of America. And Mr. Cameron Montgomery is arguing the negative for that, as he believes racial oppression is a bit more. I know you said it's been a beautiful challenge to do in us, dealing with racial oppression. But something that Famileo said is since the beginning of time, not just in the U.S., that dealing with gender oppression has always been a situation. So, from your perspective in taking this stance, what excited you, or what made you lean towards the stance of taking the negative on that premise?
So, with great due respect to what the sister said, I think that outside of the U.S., we could say that a lot of problems that are faced in the U.S. predate the creation of America, whether it be by the English or whether it be by the Native Americans, right? The big thing we have to understand is that when you look out across the world, women do make a majority of the population, right? So the women being the dominant majority, yes, women are oppressed, but I would argue that really what you're looking at is white women being oppressed by white men, right? Or white men oppressing other women of other races, not necessarily men of their own demographic oppressing the women of their demographic, right? So you don't
Okay,
have.
I'm gonna stop you there so you won't give away too much. Because I want you to say the majority of it. I will show the pre-debate poll that we put up yesterday in our group. We asked, is gender oppression more of a significant challenge than racial oppression in the USA? 30 people said no, so they agree with you, Cameron. 7 said undecided, and 6 said yes. So from the people who took the poll, many people are in alignment with your position. Is there anything in particular that Famileo can say that may cause you to think a little bit differently about your position?
So I'll be honest, I hesitated to take this debate just in general, just because my truest belief is that the Black female is the most oppressed individual across the world. And so understanding that, I did not want to argue any way, shape, or form that would kind of underscore that, undersell that, right? But then in understanding the methods and mechanisms of oppression, I think that it just would be healthy to kind of have the conversation and outline how racial oppression kind of is the segue towards gender oppression.
All right. Well, as our audience, for those of you who are familiar and for those of you who are not, this is structured debate. Again, this is a ranked debate. We will Cameron, this is new for us and for you. We will have official judges judging, and they'll have scorecards. And they will judge this debate, and so we'll have feedback that way as opposed to taking Facebook polls as we've done in the past. So that's something new. And we do have, how is prep coming okay for your opening and closing statements?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And just to speak towards you guys having the judges come in, I really love what you guys have been doing and the way you guys have been growing.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I want our audience to know you will have an opportunity to pose questions to the debaters. We do have a Q&A round, so we encourage you, as you listen to these pre-debates, get your questions ready because we will select some questions to ask both of them. All right, before we let you go, Cameron, is there any talk you want to talk to Familiayo? I mean, she said a little something to you in her interview, so if you want to say a little something to her, you can.
Hey, just light and love to everybody. Light and love to the sister. Light and love to you. Light and love to all the other moderators.
All right. Well, it'll be fun. I think I said this, but if I didn't, you already know there are no personal attacks, no interruption, no cursing, and so we'll have a good, clean match and enjoy hearing both of you bring really your positions to the table. We appreciate you for accepting the debate.
No problem. I thank you guys.
All right, see everybody this Thursday. However you're watching now, you will be able to watch that same way this Thursday, March the 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cameron Montgomery is arguing the negative on gender oppression is more of a significant challenge than racial oppression. We will see you then. Good night.
Guys, good night.